The Kaimanawa Wall is a mysterious structure located in the Kaimanawa Ranges of New Zealand's North Island. This large megalithic wall has sparked much debate and curiosity since its discovery. Made of massive ignimbrite stones, the wall's precise construction suggests advanced techniques that challenge our understanding of ancient New Zealand. Estimated to be around 330,000 years old, these volcanic rocks were somehow transported from a location 5 kilometers away and fitted together with remarkable accuracy. Join us as we delve deeper into the mystery of the Kaimanawa Wall and explore its potential significance. The Kaimanawa Wall. The wall came into the spotlight in the 1990s when Barry Brailsford due north, a feature commonly found in ancient megalithic sites worldwide, suggesting intentional design and construction. The ignimbrite stones that make up the Kaimanawa Wall are estimated to be around 330,000 years old. This dating is based on geological analysis, and it highlights the ancient nature of the material used. The stones themselves are quite large, with some measuring several meters in length and width. They are arranged in a very orderly fashion with straight lines and right angles that give the appearance of a man-made structure. The precision with which these stones are cut and placed is one of the key reasons why some people believe the wall was constructed by humans rather than being a natural formation. One of the most striking features of the Kaimanawa Wall is its geometric precision. Kaimanawa Wall are also notable for their smooth surfaces and sharp edges. This level of detail suggests that whoever built the wall had access to tools and techniques that allowed them to shape the stones with great accuracy. The nearest outcrop of similar volcanic rock is about 5 kilometers away, which means that the stones would have had to be transported over a considerable distance. This would have required significant effort and resources, further supporting the idea that the wall was constructed by an advanced civilization. Another interesting aspect of the Kaimanawa Wall is the way the stones are stacked. They are not simply piled on top of each other, but are carefully placed in a way that distributes weight evenly and ensures stability. This method of construction is similar to techniques used in other ancient structures, where builders used interlocking stones to create strong and recognized arrival of the Maori people. Their history is intertwined with legends and archaeological findings that have sparked much debate among scholars and indigenous groups. In traditional Maori oral histories, the Waitaha are described as a seafaring people who arrived in Aotearoa, New Zealand, from Hawaii, the mythical ancestral homeland of the Maori and other Polynesian peoples. Some accounts suggest that the Waitaha settled in various parts of the North and South Islands of New Zealand before the arrival of later waves of Polynesian migrants. Archaeological evidence, including ancient stone structures and carvings found in New Zealand, has been interpreted by some as potential indicators of pre-Maori human activity. These findings have fueled theories suggesting that the Waitaha or other early Polynesian groups might have established and knowledge that contributed to the cultural mosaic of early New Zealand. However, the exact historical timeline and nature of Waitaha society remain elusive and highly contested. Many aspects of their history are clouded in myth and legend, making it difficult for historians and archaeologists to pinpoint concrete details about their origins, migrations, and interactions with other Polynesian groups. In recent decades, efforts to explore and understand the Waitaha's historical significance have gained momentum among indigenous groups and scholars interested in uncovering New Zealand's pre-colonial past. These efforts often involve collaboration between Maori communities, academic researchers, and government agencies to preserve and interpret archaeological sites and oral histories associated with indigenous scholars posit that structures like the Kaimanawa Wall could potentially be remnants of early Waitaha settlements or ceremonial sites. These interpretations draw on oral traditions that describe the Waitaha as builders of impressive stone structures and custodians of sacred places. The debate surrounding the Kaimanawa Wall intersects with broader discussions about indigenous histories and land rights in New Zealand. Maori and Waitaha elders have advocated for deeper explorations and acknowledgements of pre-Maori civilizations, arguing that such recognitions are crucial for understanding the full scope of New Zealand's cultural heritage. The reluctance of governmental bodies to officially recognize the Kaimanawa Wall as a significant archaeological site reflects tensions between indigenous narratives and mainstream ancient seafaring peoples. Critics of these interpretations caution against conflating indigenous oral histories with empirical evidence, stressing the importance of rigorous scientific inquiry and cultural sensitivity in exploring New Zealand's pre-colonial past. They emphasize the complexities of archaeological interpretations and the challenges of reconciling multiple narratives within a contemporary political and cultural context. Ultimately, the connections between the Waitaha people and the Kaimanawa Wall highlight the dynamic interplay between oral traditions, archaeological discoveries, and contemporary cultural identities in New Zealand. As debates continue to unfold, the quest to uncover the truths of New Zealand's ancient past remains a testament to the enduring significance of the island's indigenous peoples from islands like Tahiti, and they navigated across vast ocean distances using advanced seafaring skills and knowledge of celestial navigation. Upon their arrival in New Zealand, the Maori settled throughout the country, establishing distinct tribal groups known as Iwi and Hapu. Each Iwi, tribe, and Hapu, sub-tribe, had its own territory, leadership structure, and unique customs. Some of the major Iwi include Ngapuhi, Ngai Tahu, Tainui, and Te Arawa, each with its own ancestral stories and traditions. The Maori society was traditionally organized around kinship ties and had a strong oral tradition, passing down histories, legends, and cultural practices through generations. Their religion, centered on spiritual beliefs and practices known as tikanga, serve as centers for community gatherings and ceremonies. Tamoko, traditional Maori tattooing, is another significant cultural practice, with each design carrying personal and tribal meanings. In terms of history, the arrival of Europeans in the late 18th century had a profound impact on Maori society. European settlers brought new technologies, trade opportunities, and diseases that devastated Maori populations, particularly in the 19th century. This period also saw the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840 between Maori chiefs and the British Crown, aimed at establishing British sovereignty while guaranteeing Maori land rights and cultural autonomy. However, interpretations and implementations of the treaty varied, leading to conflicts and land disputes between Maori and European settlers. The 20th century, with efforts to preserve and promote Maori language, Te Reo Maori, customs, and traditions. Today, Maori culture is celebrated as an integral part of New Zealand's national identity, with Maori language revitalization efforts, cultural performances, kapa haka, and recognition of traditional knowledge and practices in various sectors. The Maori people of New Zealand have a deep and intricate cultural connection to the land, which includes significant archaeological sites such as the Kaimanawa Wall. This connection is rooted in their ancestral ties, spiritual beliefs, and ongoing efforts to understand and preserve their history. For the Maori, the Kaimanawa Wall represents more than just a physical structure. It embodies questions about their own ancestral history and the